Parent Ministry's response to the issue, and that's why they called today's urgent meeting. Ms. Smith adds that the NUPW's Executive Council has already given approval for whatever steps are deemed necessary to have that situation resolved. Well, Barbadians who need but are unable to afford legal advice will be getting some assistance. The Barbados Bar Association will be holding a series of free legal clinics every other Saturday from November 5th until June next year. The free clinics will provide preliminary assessments of any matter, and the participants are not under obligation to retain the consulting lawyer. President of the Barbados Bar Association, LIESEL Weeks, says the community outreach initiative is filling a public need for legal guidance.
We could tell you on a daily basis that we get maybe 20 calls where someone wants to ask a question. Question may have one part, it may have 26 parts. But really, they can't afford to pay for the service. They can't afford to come into your office to get the direction, to be told, well, you actually have a claim, or no, you don't have a claim, or your claim has expired, or whatever that initial information is. And I do feel that there is a need to be filled by that. I think the public needs to know sometimes. They need to be guided as to what their rights are in any particular circumstance.
Over $250,000 has been spent on upgrading schools for the Caribbean Vocational Qualification Certification. Minister of Education Ronald Jones made the disclosure as he addressed the inaugural certificate presentation ceremony for CVQ holders at the Princess Margaret School. Minister Jones says the upgrades are necessary to have the CVQ program rolled out in the schools.
This will include, of course, the upgrading of facilities in 14 schools today, including the Credit Smith, the Allen School, St. Anna's Boys, Leicester Bar, and Princess Margaret, just to name a few. These funds were spent on upgrading of labs, technical, vocational, cosmetology, and craft to the industry standards.
He also praised the 126 students for being in the first cohort of CVQ holders.
I am pleased today, extremely pleased, to see these young people receiving the qualification in the Caribbean vocational qualification. That we don't know, because I don't smile often, how pleased I am, how contented I really feel that you all, 126 of you, are all here, would have raised this stage today in your various competencies.
Minister Jones encouraged the students to capitalize on the opportunities they have to leave school with more qualifications.
The CCSLC very recognized for certain jobs in Barbados, in the public service. And once they're recognized there, they will recognize in the private sector. Already there, the CCSLC is recognized. And every child should be able to have the CCSLC, followed by a combination of CVQs and CSEC.
Meantime, CVQ holder and former student of the Springer Memorial School, Samantha Austin, credits the program with helping to improve her skills.
The CVQ program has not only afforded me into entrepreneurship, but I have been able to embrace the importance of personal development in terms of my ability to communicate effectively, my deportment, and importance of cultivating a professional image.
Students completed CVQs in several areas, including cosmetology and food preparation. And the Education Minister believes that Barbadians must play a more leading role in taking care of their immediate environment. He says it should not be left solely to state agencies. Mr. Jones was speaking in the lower house yesterday on a resolution for Parliament to accept the Barbados Green Economy Scoping Study as a national information document.
Today I pass and I see duck trees hanging in yards, bush growing a few feet from the entrance to homes, and persons just passing, saying that there is either the MCC, really, which we work on the beaches and park, etc., or there's an MTW and things like that. This is not the Barbados or the Barbados I know. So somewhere along the line, there had to be partisan political talk getting into the minds of the citizens of Barbados to suggest, well, you pay taxes, so you don't have to assist in the development of Barbados. You don't have to assist in the cleaning of Barbados. I mean, I just don't understand it.
Well, how is the money government allocated in the budget for a debushing program to clean up Barbados being spent? That question was posed by opposition MP SANTIA Bradshaw during her contribution to the parliamentary debate. She says, like other MPs, she's been bombarded by questions about it from constituents who saw it as a possible means of earning some income, but there seems to be no process for tapping into it.
I'm not here to chastise the government, but I keep saying you cannot educate a people and believe that they are to be taken for fools. You have $5 million to allocate to clean up Barbados. How many people are going to be employed with this money? How is the allocation going to be made across the 30 constituencies of this country? Because the Honourable Minister of the Environment has not had any consultation with any member of the Barbados Labour Party, to the best of my knowledge, to advise us as to how this program is supposed to work, to seek our input, to find out how these persons are to be selected.
A local non-profit organization is planning a parade in honor of the father of independence, Errol Walton Barrow. It is the brainchild of Undine ROUSE of Unies International, and that parade is slated for Saturday.
The parade is supposed to be held on the 5th of November for 3:30 in the evening. And the route would be Independence Square, Street, Jimmett's Lane, Bay Street, stop, make a salute, onto Bush Hill and onto the east side of the Garrison Savannah.
Ms. Rouse says there will be 6 floats which will depict various aspects of Barrow's life, including his childhood home and his love for sailing. When the parade reaches the historic Garrison and its Savannah, spectators will be treated to steel pan music and readings of famous speeches made by Mr. Barrow. A company which started even before Barbados gained independence has proudly joined the celebration of the island's Jubilee year. Unicomer Barbados Limited, which trades its courts, opened its Barbados operations in 1965. Managing Director TRISHA TANNIS, who raised the flag as part of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation's Guardian of the Heritage initiative, says it is a fitting tribute.
When our nation took its first steps, we were there. We are therefore proud of our nation's extraordinary achievement of 50 years of independence. The executives and team members of Unicomer Barbados Limited, trading its courts, salute Barbados on the attainment of its 50th anniversary of independence.
And Cbc News editor Peter THORNE congratulated the company on its long-standing dedication, saying its contribution to the Barbadian economy and society have been invaluable.
Quartz Barbados has led the way in the retail environment by being bold, innovative and dynamic, capturing the hearts of ordinary Barbadians who have in turn embraced the company wholeheartedly. I suggest that Quartz Barbados is a sterling example of a fine corporate citizen who have contributed immeasurably to this landscape, and that is why the CBC has no hesitation in welcoming Quartz into its fold as a guardian of our heritage.
And stay with us, we'll have regional and international news right after the break.
Do you